shaking, everybody? Ho,
What
ho, ho.
is shaking?
And welcome to a holiday edition of
Nerdycouch.
That's right.
Where we will be talking about the Guardians of the Galaxy,
Yeah.
Christmas or holiday special,
Right.
I might say.
This is going directly to my watch every year holiday list.
Yeah, so everybody's got to have a holiday movie list.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, we're looking at your A Christmas Story.
Yeah.
You're looking at National Lampoon's holiday special.
Yeah.
Whatever. You're looking at A Nightmare Before Christmas is a double whammy
That is.
because you're looking at a Halloween and a Christmas Story
That's right.
there. So that always makes my list too. This is on it as well now.
Yeah, I've got the Nightmare Before Christmas is a must-have for me, and I'm a huge fan of the old Rudolph and
Those old
Frosty
ones are a classic
Yeah.
in their own means. You know, the Frosty the Snowman, all of them
Yeah, they're good
are good, and they're old school musicals that will get drilled into your head.
Yeah.
And 90% of the time, it's not a bad thing.
They live with you forever.
So, and that's what this kind of turned into.
It really did. The soundtrack for this is stellar.
Fantastic.
Like, I immediately put the 3 of the songs from the soundtrack onto my holiday playlist. This is so good.
So what you're saying is not only did this not movie, I'd say it's just a special,
Special, yeah.
has made your Christmas list,
Yeah.
but the songs on it have, I do believe the song that band sings,
The old 97s.
the old 97s, is, like, that should be a real Christmas song now.
Oh, for sure. And the Kevin Bacon with the old 97s.
It's a solid song,
Love it.
It's a
It
solid
makes me
song.
feel warm and fuzzy.
you know?
Happy. And that's
it
how
gets,
you should
it
feel.
gets my feet a little loose,
Does it?
you know?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting. Loose foot? No, foot loose. But anyway, let's get into just a brief kind of breakdown.
Yeah, I don't want to get too far into
No.
it. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and watch it.
Please watch it.
The consensus say that there's a split vote
Is it?
on people who like and dislike this.
No.
And I think the people who dislike this they're looking at it too seriously.
Yeah.
It's
I don't
meant
feel
to
like
be.
it was supposed to be a super serious.
It's meant to be a goofy Christmas special. All the good Christmas specials or holiday specials
Yeah.
are that. You know, like, are you gonna take the old Star Wars one and be like, oh,
That needs to be canon and
That's-
everything
yeah.
in it has to be right? No.
you know? Fortunately, a lot of this stuff is canon.
Yes, there's a bunch
It
of
actually solves a couple of questions, right? But we'll get to that.
We will. So it kicks off with that 2D animation
Yeah.
jam, which I thought was brilliant.
It was well done.
I loved it. I loved that little bit of old animation style
Oh, yeah.
nostalgia. It was solid.
And the lower frame rate kind of made it nostalgic,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
The way
Where it was a
the
tad bit choppy,
yeah.
right? It made it seem like an old Christmas special, right? Like,
Yeah, they did a great job with that and kind of told a bit of the story around Quill and Yondu's relationship, which was
Yeah.
nice.
it definitely put a little bit more backstory behind them,
Yeah.
which I appreciated.
Yeah, because prior to this, there's not a lot in that chunk from when Quill gets taken.
He stole him.
Yeah, and that was it.
He became a Ravager. They kind of gloss over a lot of that.
Yeah.
Right? So a little bit of history there is not a bad thing. And it shows Yondu's sweet side a little
does.
bit. Like his hard exterior and then his, cracking that open and finding the sweet side of him.
Yeah, I think
the sentimental side.
I think abducting Quill actually helped Yondu's heart grow 10 sizes plus
10
2.
size. Bing!
Yeah. So we get into the Guardians in nowhere.
Yep.
They're not nowhere, but they're somewhere, but it's
The
nowhere.
Celestial Head,
Yeah.
which they've purchased.
Yeah, which brings up some random questions of where did they get enough money to purchase nowhere from the collector who collects things, and I don't feel like it's.
It wasn't cheap.
Would he want to get rid of something like a celestial head?
Well, it's a mining organization, right? So it's a money maker right there. It's business.
Business.
All right.
Yeah.
So how did they acquire it? Why did they acquire it?
Yeah.
Maybe it's just a place to call home.
Well, maybe they're going a little more legit.
Yeah.
Some consistent income.
Which they said they would.
Yeah.
Right? Aside from Rocket, I guess.
But he's helping out. He's
helping out. But to be fair, if Rocket could stay on the life of crime, do you think he would?
Yeah.
It's just in his character, and then Groot's gonna follow suit. Right. By the way, Groot's jacked.
He's huge.
Right? Like
he's been lifting.
Gone from this scrawny little sprout, right? And he is like, he's beefy in
He's
this.
thick.
He's grown some
thick
bark.
Boy.
He's thick boy. And I'm a big fucking Rocket and Groot fan.
Yes.
Let's just glossify that. I'm a Rocket and Groot fan.
Yeah.
All right. Nobody said you had to be, thick boys. I'm a big Rocket and Groot fan, so anytime I can see them in any manner, they're always like the comic relief of these things too, right? So that's awesome, man.
Yeah, it was good. So they're kind of fixing the place up. Lots of work to do. The stars of this, really though, of this holiday special are Mantis and Drax.
Really. I would say so too. We spend the majority of our time with them
as they go to abduct Kevin Bacon, Quill's hero.
Yeah,
because that's a good present. But again, we're back to abducting.
Yeah.
Again,
which I think
theme.
Not that Peter. Not that Peter condoned that either. Like his first reaction was, "You need to send him home."
Yeah, that's human trafficking.
This is not a gift. This is human trafficking. And Drax goes, "Yep."
Yes.
With glee.
Yes, human trafficking. But yeah, Drax and Mantis through the whole abduction piece are a riot. Like their interactions are always fun, and I enjoyed getting to see more of their kind of antics as they went through because they don't understand really anything.
They don't understand culture. They don't understand humor or anything like that, right? No. And their emotions are very different, right? Almost a lack of for
Drax.
For Drax, and almost an excess.
Yeah.
For Mantis because she feels everybody's emotions, right?
Right.
But like the reason they're going on this journey is because it's Christmas.
That's right.
And Peter has never had a real Christmas since he was taken. Right? And that shows in the animated part where Yondu really comes down hard on the gift giving and stuff, right?
Which is just a facade.
A facade.
So yeah, I don't know. I loved the fact that they made GoBots canon during,
like for real canon.
Yeah, for real canon during the Drax and Mantis adventure on Earth.
Yeah.
And we do find out that Drax's cousin was killed by a GoBot. Which
not only it doesn't make them canon as in like the movie exists or the franchise exists, but they exist as an alien race of some sort.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is.
I wish it was Transformers, if I'm being honest.
So do I.
But I'll accept this.
I'll take GoBots.
I'll take the discount Transformers.
Yeah. Discount Transformers.
All right. The Mattel.
Well.
Of the Hot Wheels.
That's right. Oh, Mattel. You tried.
Right. It was a quirky whole section, and did it feel like too much for you?
Not for me. Like
because they spent a lot of time.
They did.
Like, by the time they got to Kevin Bacon's house, it was half over.
Yeah. Yeah. But I didn't find it too much. I enjoyed that interaction from two characters that don't usually hold the spotlight. Like, they come in and they do their thing.
They're side characters.
Right? So, yeah, I enjoyed getting to see more of their character and who they are.
Oh, yeah.
And whatnot. So, I think we forgot to mention the fact that Mantis had mentioned that she is Peter's sister, and that's why she feels compelled to get him the best gift ever, which is Kevin Bacon.
Which is his hero.
Yeah. Chase scene, hilarious. Like, great chase scene. Kevin Bacon trying to escape. Beautiful. Loved it.
So, before we get to the chase scene, they have to get in, okay?
Yeah.
And something bothered me.
Yes.
About a particular scene.
Okay.
Where Drax was asked to throw Mantis over the...
Yeah, she does... It bothered me too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which seems unnecessary because later on in the scene, you not only see her, like, terrifyingly leap from wall to wall.
Yeah.
Like some sort of xenomorph.
Mm-hmm.
Alright? And then later on in the scene, you see both of them jumping, like, 30 feet high.
Yeah.
Over people's fences.
Yeah. So I don't even know why. I questioned that too. Why did Mantis even bring up, maybe if you throw me over the wall?
Yeah.
When it was just fully unnecessary.
But all in all, if that's my only real complaint about this, whatever.
And I mean, the throw over the wall was hilarious.
It was hilarious, right? But, like, after that, I was like, all I could think about was, why?
Why did you do this?
Why was that necessary?
Yeah. That's fair. That's fair.
She's a ninja. Like the fight scene.
I was happy too that they took Mantis and gave her more of that martial combat and stuff that you would have saw.
Rather than just being an empath.
Yeah. Because her character wasn't as exciting as it could have been. Like, if you look at the comics and whatnot, she wasn't just like a walk up and empath stuff.
Yeah.
She was a warrior.
She can actually kick butt.
And we got to see that finally, which was cool.
But not only did she kick butt, but she kicked butt and then she put him to sleep. So it's not like she just was taking people out. No. She was neutralizing them, right? So it's still within her character.
Yeah.
Right? Drax, on the other hand, just completely just flips police cruisers.
And then gets upset because no one told him the rules that he can't kill people.
Yeah.
Fortunately, the police officers did survive the flipping of the car.
They did take gifts from Kevin Bacon's house, one of them being a large candy cane, and the other being a blow-up elf, which later on...
Well, Drax had to leave his behind.
Yeah, he was super sad about it.
Mad.
When he was given the ultimatum of making Quill happy by catching Kevin Bacon or keeping his inflatable elf, he was like, the inflatable elf, I guess.
Yeah, that was good too. So they get Kevin back, wonderfully lit up nowhere.
Oh, it looks wonderful. Very
so beautiful.
festive.
Just festive.
Which leads me to believe that a lot more people understood Christmas more than they thought.
Maybe.
Or maybe it was just the tellings.
A lot of tellings. Drax and Mantis went to some depths to pull this together. Got a lot of help.
Okay, so before they get back, though, there's the scene in the ship where they've got Kevin Bacon and they find out that he is not the hero that he plays on TV or in the movies, and they're disgusted by it.
Yeah, gagging.
Right?
That he's an actor. And actors are repugnant.
Yeah, and like them being not in tune with normal emotions.
Right.
So they don't get it.
No.
Obviously,
because why are you acting like you're something that you're not? So it's disgusting.
And then he's compelled to try to be a real hero.
Yeah. Which was also ridiculous. Because he goes with an English World War II veteran and then a Batman
and Bruce Wayne.
Which was great.
Kevin Bacon was awesome.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon as Kevin Bacon is actually a brilliant concept.
I loved it. It was great.
All right. So they get back. everyone gathers around. Peter is about to open his gift. He's in delight. This is his first Christmas in some time. And then Groot wheels out a box and unwraps it, and it's Kevin Bacon, his hero.
Yeah. I love that, he's getting sent back, and then he's having that conversation with
Yondu's, the guy who's got Yondu's
I can't remember his name.
His mohawk.
Yeah.
Let's have the producer put that name on screen.
Sure. He's having that conversation, and he's telling Kevin that that you taught him how to be a hero, basically, and Kevin has that classic Christmas change of heart. And he's talking to his wife on the phone, and says, and says, "There's some people here that need to learn about Christmas," and that leads us right back into another great song performance by the old 97s and Kevin Bacon, who I don't know if a lot of people know, but he's got his own band and stuff too. The Bacon Brothers band.
The Bacon Brothers that's an amazing name.
So that and it leads to another like cheesy kind of like Christmas special. Here's a song.
Which I've heard has also made your list.
It did make my list,
right?
And there was also a song, I think it was at the beginning, that was just kind of playing over, but it was the Smashing Pumpkins, a song called Christmas Time from them.
Yeah.
I think it was called Christmas Time, and that also made my list off that soundtrack.
This has changed your Christmas.
It really has. Yeah, it's a true story.
Yeah.
But yeah, Kevin Bacon singing songs, the old 97s, teaches him all about Christmas, tells him he's going to see him.
Everything's changed.
Everything's changed for Kevin Bacon.
This is after Peter has forced her to stop the compulsion.
Yeah.
Right?
Because he was being forced. His mind was all...
So he's himself now. Like, he's doing this out of the kindness of his heart now.
Because he obviously loves Christmas.
Because Kevin Bacon is a true hero.
That's right.
All right?
He saved a town with dancing.
He did save a town with dancing, which led Peter to save the galaxy.
That's right.
Through dance.
That's right. Not even interpretive dance, but just straight wicked moves.
And later on, that has actually inspired us to have Grimm do a dance.
Right now?
This was rehearsed.
You can't see anything but my front.
All rehearsed.
Yeah.
Not put on the spot at all.
No.
Well done.
Yes, very, very good.
That's my Christmas joy dance.
Yeah. Which will also be done every season.
Yeah.
Same dance.
Same dance.
Yeah, so not a whole lot left to talk about before wrapping it up, other than the fact that Kevin's apparently coming back for Easter.
That's what he said. So maybe he'll just show back up. I need an Easter special.
Yeah. Jumping ahead a little bit, but Groot also... Groot and Rocket also kind of hint that they need another special too, right? So I think that's Marvel's way of kind of just keeping you on your toes and stuff, because you got to hook them. You got to put a hook out there, right?
And I mean, we're not going to get... we know we're not going to get another Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special, more than likely.
Yeah.
Because they're breaking up the band, I think, after the third movie.
Yeah, with James Gunn leaving and...
Batista's leaving.
Yeah.
And a few others. So...
So Volume 3 could actually be the last real Guardians of the Galaxy...
Of this grouping, though.
Yeah.
Like, there's other...
Oh, yeah.
Other things.
I mean, this is not even the original lineup for Guardians, so you could... That's the wonder of having so many great characters, is that you can mix it up.
Yeah.
You know? You can have characters go off with other characters and do other things like that, right? So that's the wonders of the comic universes.
Right.
All right?
So yeah, the kind of wrap up to this before the end credit piece with Groot and Rocket is that Mantis finally tells Peter.
Yeah, we get a big bit of information here.
Yeah, that Ego is her father.
Ego's her father, which makes her his half sister.
That's right.
Which is the greatest gift anyone could ever give or get.
So happy. He was so
right.
happy.
He was.
Mantis cried.
He doesn't have a family per se,
other than his guardians. Yeah.
Group of wayward travelers. Adventurers. That's the D&D guy coming out of me.
But yeah, all in all, like Christmas specials. As far as Christmas specials go for me, and I love the Marvel Universe anyway. But
so 2 other things before we get to a rating.
Yeah.
Is we go at the end of this back into that animated portion.
Yes.
And we find out that the hard shell of Yondu has broken, and he grabs that gift out of the trash that he's thrown in the trash, and it's an alien figure, which may have prompted his ornament collection on his dash, which I think is a nice little nod to the history of their relationship. And that's what Marvel does really well, is they take something from years ago, and now they kind of give you a little bit of backstory on that, and I think that's what makes them really, really good at what they do.
Yeah.
Not only that, but now we see that his blasters, Quill's blasters, have come from Yondu as a gift, and it's a really awesome, nice little sentimental scene there.
It is. They do the buddy punch.
Yeah, the buddy punches, And then you find out that he didn't have a bad childhood, He
what was a little off.
It was,
as far as childhoods go.
It was unorthodox.
Yeah.
But Yondu cared, right?
Yeah.
And he showed that when he gave his life.
Yes.
For him, Mary Poppins gave his life.
I'm Mary Poppins.
All right. Other than that, you get a little cutscene at the end, which is kind of goofy and cool, with Groot all lit up like a Christmas tree.
And if they ever sell a Groot full-size Christmas tree,
you'll see it on set.
I'm buying that. It'll be right here.
Right.
Next year.
It'll be huge, obviously. It's something we never really talked about, and it's not super important, but Cosmo was great. Cosmo was Cosmo's an enjoyable little bit.
Yes. I enjoyed the gift that Cosmo gave at the Christmas piece of a dead rodent.
Okay.
You want to talk about Christmas
the gifts, okay? Because we can't go on without the gifts. We almost missed this. There's some amazing things going on here, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want to start?
I'm going to start with the Winter Soldier's arm.
The Winter Soldier's arm. That scene brought me so much joy.
Oh, I'm going to get that
arm. I'm going to get that arm. How much for the arm? Because we know he collects those sort of things, right?
Because he thinks it's hilarious.
Yeah. And that's his vibranium Winter Soldier arm, right? That's not like the original arm or nothing. That's the good arm.
That's the good one.
Right? What is Bucky doing right now without no arm? Like, what is he doing?
And how did Nebula get it?
Yeah. I want a little side quest.
Yeah. That can be the Easter special.
To see how that happens, alright? Brilliant.
Yeah.
Okay. The joy that was on Rocket's face when he got that arm, it lit me up.
That's nice.
Lit me up like a Christmas tree. Group's gifts were very thoughtful.
Yeah.
And very last minute, I would say.
Yeah. Like right down to the minute.
Right down to the minute. Whereas the fella that we can't remember his name got a gift of him.
Krill?
Is it Krill? Because I know it's Peter Quill. Is it Krill?
Krull?
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 I don't know.
I'm just adding different
You're
vowels.
just seriously saying things now. He literally got a wood carving of him receiving his gift.
Yeah.
Which was receiving his gift.
Yes.
Which was a little bit of a Russian doll situation.
Yeah. Which was great.
You know,
all of those little. It was basically just kind of the movie played out in.
Yeah.
In.
See, like
craftiness.
There was the question of how he could carve those so delicately, but could he not just grow them?
You'd think, like, if those were made of wood, he could probably
Could he not grow them? It's the painting that gets me.
Yeah.
That they were all painted.
Yeah.
Like,
hand painted.
I think he plays Warhammer.
He might. And he doesn't even need helping hands.
No.
Because he's got little roots that can come up. And
Wouldn't be that hard for him. He could have, like, 17 little leaf brushes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You know, just doing all the detail.
Mm-hmm.
So, good job, Groot. You know? With his buff everything.
Oh, he's so thick.
He's so thick, boy! Other than that, you know, it was what a Christmas or holiday special should be.
Yeah. So, like I said, it's going right onto my holiday special watch list, so I'll watch this a few times every year, I would imagine, around this time. Soundtrack, same thing. I'm gonna throw this right up there. I'm gonna give it a 10.
You're giving it a 10?
10 out of 10 bananas.
I don't know if you've ever given a 10.
I don't think I have.
That is another
Christmas miracle.
Holiday miracle, folks.
10.
A 10. Now, I don't know. It's very. It's difficult, you know. I don't want to be a Grinch about it.
Sure.
Okay. There's not a whole lot I can say that was bad about it.
Other than the throw.
Other than the throw. Yeah. It was quirky, like it should be. Like I said, if you don't like it, take a step back and just kind of, you know, don't look at it so seriously. Yeah. Right?
Enjoy it for what it is.
You know what? It's the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
You know. It's Christmas.
It is almost.
You know. Let's give it another 10!
That's it. So that's double 10s.
Double 10s, which is the first time in the history of the Nerdy Couch channel. Double 10s. We really enjoyed this. It was just fun.
Yeah.
Don't take it too seriously.
Much like this show.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Remember,
Merry Christmas.
Like, subscribe. That's our gift from you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Christmas.
Merry.
Happy New Year.
Merry.
And all that. If you watch it after the New Year.
Yeah.
You know, during the New Year.
During it?
Anytime, really.
Merry New Year.
Anytime, really. During the New Year.
Happy whatever day it is.
Happy
while you watch this.
You. Peace out. You know we love you. Dun, dun.